Hi guys, want this edit? We'll divide the tutorial into steps. So let's just head into it. So get your clips ready, and the duration is in the description. And also make sure you duplicate your fourth clip, which is 0.4 second long, and extend the duplicated version to 1.0 second, which will be your fifth clip. Now delete the watermark and head on to your second clip and add keyframes and the start and end of the clip. Zoom in on the second keyframe and add the graph flow too. Repeat this to all the clips except the fourth clip. Next step is animation follow this. Next, go to the second clip and add oblique blur. Adjust the length of the effect so it matches the animation exactly. Follow along with what I'm doing to make sure the timing is correct. After that, add keyframes at both the start and the end of the effect. On the first keyframe, set the value to 150. Of the second keyframe, change the value to 0. Duplicate the effect twice, and then add the effect called blur. Adjust the length according to the length of the previous effects. Add 2 keyframes at the start and end. At the start, don't change at the end, make it 0. Then add the effect called soft. Then repeat the steps. Add keyframes. Don't change anything at the first one, but make it to 0 at the second keyframe. On the third clip, duplicate the oblique blur effect, but change the rotate to 50. Copy twice, and duplicate the blur and soft effect and add to the third clip. Now for the rest of the clips that have the rock vertically animation, duplicate all the effects from the first clip and apply them to those clips. For the clips that use the rock horizontally animation, duplicate all the effects from the second clip and apply them there. On the fourth clip, shorten the effects, and on the fifth clip, shorten a bit more. Here, I was shortening the effects for the fourth clip, so the last keyframe disappeared. I added them again and put the adjustments to 0. Here, I'm adding effects to the fifth clip. This is how much I shortened for the fifth clip. You can take it as referencey. Just adding the effects for the sixth clip, which is the last because for the clips that use the swing bottom animation, we'll use a different set of effects. Now we will move on to the next half of the edit. Go to the seventh clip the shake effect, then match the length to mine. Add 2 keyframes at the start and end, leave the first unchanged, and set the second to 0. Next, add the overlay linked in the description. Change the length to match the clip. Tap splice, then darken, and add 2 keyframes. Leave the first as it is, then zoom in on the second and use the cubic ease graph. Add the fade out animation. Set the length to full, duplicate it twice. Oh, then add the ripple transition, which I'll also link in the description. Tap splice, then filter, and add keyframes at the point where I'm placing them on the last keyframe. Change the opacity to 0. Now add the tremble zoom transition and don't change its length. I'm fixing the length of overlays to match the clip because it was all messed up all. Now go to the first keyframe of the 7th clip. Open adjust and set the saturation to -40. Then, for the rest of the clips, add an overlay using a white image from the library and match its length to mine. Tap splice, then overlay. Add keyframes at the start and end, and set the end keyframe opacity to 0. Do this for all clips after and including the 7th. I forgot to do it to the 7th, but I did it later. On the 8th clip, add the oblique blur effect and make its length as short as possible. Set the blur to 100 and rotate to 0. Then duplicate it, make it slightly longer, and change the blur to 70. Duplicate again, make it a bit longer, and set the blur to 50. Duplicate once more, extend slightly, set the blur to 30. Duplicate a last time, make it slightly longer, and set the blur to 0. These 5 effects should be duplicated on all clips except the first 7 and the 10th. Duplicate the shake effect from the 7th clip and apply to the 10th clip. Add the tremble zoom transition between the 9th and 10th clip. Now duplicate all the overlays from the 7th clip and apply them to the 10th clip. Finally, go to the first keyframe of the 10th clip, open adjust, and set the saturation to -40. Your edit is done. Export it, but some final touches are left. Create a new project and add the edit. Apply the 8K filter at intensity 50. Then the humble filter at 25. And finally, the flash CCD filter at 35. Once done, export the project.